Hey everybody, it's Cindy here, and it is Monday, November 27th, 2017, and we just had the Thanksgiving weekend holiday here in the United States, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Now, in this next few weeks, we have several other holidays coming up, depending on what your religious background is or belief system is. You could be celebrating one of several different holidays. And so I wanted to talk to you about excessive behavior, because it seems to me that what happens a lot during this season of the year for people in America anyway, is we engage in a lot of excessive behavior. It seems to me that this becomes a season of a lot of overeating, sometimes over drinking. For some, it's overspending. For many, it's really telling themselves a lot of shoulds, that they should do this. I should go see all my family. I should get all these people gifts. I should send cards. I have to bake all the food homemade. I have to get everyone gifts. I have to have a clean house. I must decorate. I should, spend time with this person. I must give charitably. There's a lot of ways that people put a lot of demands on themselves in this time of the year. And at the same time, they're still trying to raise kids, work full time, pay all their regular bills, get everything else done they usually do, and then do all this other stuff on top, right? And so there's just a lot of excessiveness going on, right? A lot of high expectations and ways that people often stretch themselves too thin and then do a lot of self-abusive things, whether it's just creating more stress or giving more stress to the body through the excessive alcohol or food or kinds of foods we eat. We tend to eat heavier sugar, carbs, things like that, alcohol, and that kind of thing. And so I wanted to just challenge you all to, as you're looking at December coming in this final month of the year, I wanted to challenge you guys to really make decisions right now about what you really want this last month of the year to look like. What you really want that to feel like for you, and to begin to set the stage for that to go more in a direction that feels healthy and happy and peaceful and fun for you. Okay? So often what happens is we tell ourselves the same story every year. Oh, it's the holidays again, and we're all going to get sick, and we're all going to, eat and feel sick, and I'm going to, charge a bunch of stuff on my credit cards and go into debt, and go spend way too much time with those relatives I can't stand. And I mean, this is not me talking about my life. This is me saying that many of us tell ourselves these stories. Oh no, I'm going to get wasted for this holiday, and, I'm going to gain weight, and we say a lot of things in our minds, almost like we've resigned ourselves to how every December's going to go before it even gets here. And so I'm here to tell you that you can decide right now what your month is going to look like, how you're going to end this year and start the next one. You can decide that right now. You can tell yourself a different story than all of those things. Even if you've told yourself the same story the first 30, 40, 50, 60 years of your life, you can tell yourself a different story. You don't have to overeat. You don't have to gain weight. You don't have to overspend. You don't have to overdrink. You don't have to see everybody if that's really not what you want to do. You don't have to, make everything homemade if you don't want to. If you do, and that means a lot to you, great. That's great. If you have thousands of dollars to spend on gifts for people, or to travel for the holiday or holidays or whatever you like to do, or the parties you like to throw, Great, good for you. But if you don't have the finances and you think you have to spend it anyway just to keep up or to do some traditions you've always done or whatever, you can make a whole different decision this year and tell yourself a different story. So so how do we move through this differently? So it's a better last month of the year and you end the year feeling really super great, feeling your best and excited about the new year instead of like, ugh, frumpy or extra tired or regretful of anything, or stressed out, emotional, anxious, depressed, and those kinds of things. So first of all, I want you to decide what you really want the month to look like. Like, how much time do you really want to spend engaged in any religious um, services or activities that relate to your particular holiday? How much time do you want to spend at holiday type parties or with guests in your home or traveling as a guest somewhere to be with family or friends or whomever in your life? Decide right now, how much am I available for that? How much energy do I have? How much energy do I want to spend on my time with other people and my time attending activities and events? Besides religious events and family based gatherings or friends gatherings or work gatherings, there are all the other events. There's plays, there's music things, there's all kinds of things. Sales, a lot of people do a lot of shopping right now, things like that, and there's sales to attend here, there, and everywhere. And so you can ask yourself right now, how much time each day or each week of this next month do I really want to participate in those different things? And make a decision right now. Mark your calendar up right now and decide what you want that to look like. And then also decide, look at your budget and go, okay, I have, whether it's $50, $500, $5,000, whatever it is, what is your budget for the last month of the year for all those extras going on this month that don't happen sometimes in the other months? You may have final at the end of the year payments of different things like your insurance or your car payment or something like that also. And you may have like parties or extra food to purchase for gatherings you're having or participating in. There may be gift giving you're involved in, charitable giving you're involved in, the alcohol you've agreed to purchase, whatever. There's all kinds of options here of ways that our finances play a big part in this last month of the year for many people. So look at that carefully, what you're comfortable spending, and stay in that boundary. Decide now, what is my budget this month and how am I going to stay in it? What's my holiday budget this month? What's my end of the year budget? So I can start January 1 and feel good, not feel like, oh gosh, now what? How am I going to dig myself out of that hole? I don't want you to feel that way. And then decide what you want, how much you want, what you want to do for your physical health as well, your physical health, not just your financial health, not just your relationship and emotional health with time and stress and people and that kind of thing, but also your physical health. For example, like I've been very conscientious of my body and my health the last 6 months, particularly the last 6 months of my life, and I wasn't going to let Thanksgiving like have me feel completely out of hand, like I lost it in one day or for one holiday weekend. And I'm approaching this last of the month of the year the same way. I enjoyed Thanksgiving. I made a home cooked meal with my significant other. We had all the yummy, traditional foods that we love, and I ate it happily. I felt really good. I enjoyed it a lot, and some other snacks and some things like that. But I also stuck closely to my exercise plan, my strength training plan. And I never felt, even on Thanksgiving Day, I didn't have that gross, ooh, I ate too much feeling. at all. I never had that where you feel like you've got a big rock in your gut. I mean, I've felt that many holidays in my lifetime, but I didn't feel it at all this year. And I had turkey, I had mashed potatoes with gravy, I had pumpkin pie with whipped cream, I had biscuits, I had, but I took care of myself. I ate just one large meal. I um, stuck to my protein shakes. I exercised every day but one. I think I took one day where I didn't exercise over the holiday weekend, but the other days I did. And it felt really balanced. I felt really good and enjoyed it. So that's how I'm approaching December also. I'm telling myself this story that I can enjoy the holidays. I can be with people and enjoy the holidays and maintain some of my traditions around food and parties and gatherings and all of that. And I can also be very conscientious about my physical needs and keep myself under control and exercise all month and feel really good at the same time. Okay, so I want you to talk to yourself about what do I want that part of my life to look like. If you're diabetic, you want to ask yourself how you keep your sugar levels where they need to be. If you're, if you're maintaining a certain weight or physical strength, that kind of thing. Or if you have allergies to foods and you think, oh, I just won't worry about that right now. Ooh, no, 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 no. Be nice to yourself and tell yourself, no, I can eat things that feel good to me and enjoy the holidays, enjoy being with people, or enjoy being by myself, whatever you prefer. So decide what you want your life physically to look like for the month ahead of time. How many times are you going to still run or walk on the treadmill or go lift weights or attend yoga class or play basketball with your friends or whatever it is that you do, and that kind of thing. Another way to put some boundaries around all of these things, these shoulds, have tos, this excessive behavior, is to only respond to things that feel like an absolute yes. I've taught you this before about absolute yeses. If something's like, you're invited to something and you think, well, that would be okay to attend, and that's very nice of these people to invite us, and that'd be okay. But you're not feeling it big time, and you're thinking, oh, that's another thing to squeeze in my calendar, and then we're going to drink that night too and eat dessert that night too, and then it's we're all going to spend money going to this event first before we gather at the house after, that guy, and you're thinking, oh no, and everybody's supposed to bring a gift, and it just starts to overwhelm you. You can say no. You can say, oh, thank you so much for that lovely invitation. Not going to be able to make it this year, but thank you so much. Maybe we can get together next month or something, and say no. So, but if something feels like an absolute yes, you get that invitation or you get that whatever, and you think, oh, I absolutely, yes, want to do that. Wonderful. Then say yes to the absolute yeses, and then decide what boundaries you're going to put around your behavior so you feel good. So you feel like you're loving yourself and taking good care of yourself. The bottom line is, when you say yes to yourself and do things that feel good and taste good and engage in self-care, keep your rest up as much as possible, stay within your budget, stay within your boundaries with alcohol and food, and keep that self-care high, that regular rest, time with yourself, time with others, spiritual practices or whatever calms you each day, and everything like that, and honoring your body's needs as well as your mind and your soul's needs. You're going to have such a great month. It's going to feel so wonderful. You're going to have such a good time, and you'll realize, gosh, I don't have to do everything, and we don't have to always be the same, and then you can kick off the new year feeling really super good. So safety always too. Remember safety first too when you're traveling. Especially if you do consume alcohol at some of your holiday gatherings and things like that. Remember, safety first, and keep everything, just keep your behavior where you really want it, which honors the whole of who you are. And you can end this year on a wonderful, wonderful, healthy, happy, successful note. And I wish you all the best in that too. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye.